Hey everyone, Mr. Opinionated here, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Salty Messages. Now, here's a question for you. How many of you guys DC'd in this game? And I mean actually DC'd. And the reason, was it a valid reason? You know, like for example, if you get camped to death or tunneled to death, you know, that's understandable why you would DC. Obviously, that the fact that your teammates are absolutely useless in every single way possible, and you're just like, you know what, I don't want to play this because my teammates are goddamn awful. Another semi-valid reason. We've all been there, but sometimes, you know, there are just sometimes people DC because they're salty. Like, I can understand why this Nia was upset. Instead of being healed by a teammate, she was just hid in a closet, and she didn't even have head on, but she was on death hook, so I don't understand why she DC'd. She was going to die anyway, so that's very confusing. Now, in this episode, we're going to be looking at a person that DC'd because they said I was tunneling them, which I did not tunnel them whatsoever. And I will also tell you, I did not play well in this game, and I think if he stayed in the game, they could have won that game. But obviously, out of his pure saltiness, he actually fucked up the team. And I'm not really good with Ghostface. I'm still learning him, and I was trying out his Orchard add-on for the very first time, which I failed completely. However, I just want to do a quick little shout out to all the positive messages out there, because we all know that not every single survivor and killer are a bunch of assholes. So check out these messages, they're all lovely people, and I always like, you know, to bring some positive vibes, you know, that's what I do. So yeah, thanks to all these lovely messages, guys. So, on to the actual match. Now, I also do apologise as well that there's the humming in the background. I was charging my controller because I wasn't planning of making this video. Like I said, I love it when these things surprisingly happen. But anyway, on to the match. So, I get a bit of a bad start due to the fact that 2 people are on 1 gen, 2 people are on this gen. So I have to go for 1 gen. I try and stalk here, but he manages to see me. So that's fair enough. And this is the guy in question. I see him first, even though I can clearly see there's 2 people, but obviously I'm going to take him down, because I can't tap 2 people at once, because I'm not God. So, yeah, I know the Fang's there, it's pretty obvious, and I can't do anything about that Jen in the background, so it's one of them. And she flashlights me, fair enough, blah blah blah. I wanted to cause some form of pressure. And I do apologise if you randomly hear me in the middle of this video every so often. Obviously, I didn't plan to record this, but it was too funny to pass up. So, I hooked the Jake, who is our little salty boy. And obviously I see the Nia trying to get my attention, but obviously I'm going to focus on the existing injured player. Now, the other 3 guys in this match played reasonably well. I mean, I would say this Fang was probably their best player, if I'm quite honest. And yeah, these guys probably might have just beaten me because I wasn't playing at my best. I really wasn't. I make some really stupid plays in this game, and it was literally due to the pure frustration of that Jake DCing, because it's not fun for me and it's not fair on these survivors, to be quite honest. So I hook the Fang and my discordance turns on. That Jake is healed, but obviously I'm going to go back to that generator because discordance is going off, right? And who do I see? I see the Jake. I don't see the other player. So obviously I know there's 2 people there, but obviously I want my stacks with, say, the best till last. I've already hooked Fang. We had a decent chase. He had enough time to be healed. If he was that bothered, then he would have gone to a different generator. But anyway, he doesn't play this well either, and I take him down. So I've got 6 stacks. So happy days. Good start. And there we have it. That really ticked me off. Fair enough, it was going to be second hook, and there's 2 other people that are not even hooked yet. I can understand the frustration, but there's no reason whatsoever to DC whatsoever. 100%. But I was accused of being a tunneler and all that bollocks. And I was like, where is the tunneling? Can someone explain to me where the tunneling was? I would love to know. Anyway, I see the Fang through Nurse's Calling. And Nurse's Calling, if you haven't played Ghostface yet, or you're planning to play Ghostface yet, I would say Nurse's Calling is a priority perk on him. It's like his best perk to have on him. But yeah, and now, like I said, I don't know why she flashlights me here, because obviously she hasn't got much direction to go into. She could have actually mind gamed that better, but like I said, this Fang's good anyway, so you do you with your flashlight. So I'm a little bit like miffed. Like like during this whole process, I'm silently contemplating what I did wrong. It was ridiculous. So despite that, this Fang's been running me about for quite a time, I eventually do take her down. That Meg has been following us for some reason, like a lost puppy. I don't know if she's trying to get my attention, which I feel like she was, but she wasn't doing a fantastic job at it. But then obviously I'm just ignore her and hook this Fang. But then Nia comes out of nowhere and flash blinds me. That didn't touch me. It did touch me. I was just still very peed off about the Jake's behaviour with the DC. I'm still persistent on this Fang. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm gonna get her down. So the Meg makes a good play, blocks up, so I can't get the Fang, but I'm still persistent on Fang. But at this moment, I'm just like, okay, 3 gens are done. I know I've got 1 DC, but I need another person on pressure. I need another person to at least go into second phase. And she does this lovable shot. Yeah, okay, cool, whatever. And yeah, I was just like, at this point, nah, like, I'm gonna be a dick. Like, I'm that angry right now, and I'm not playing my best. I haven't, and I'm getting used to marking with Ghostface, but I've literally had not even an opportunity to do it. And I found out that it's not easy as it is. Like, there are some matches that you just don't get the opportunity. And I was so frustrated, I forgot that people can look at you on hooks. So I make that stupid fucking play. I was just like, really? Like, in my head, I was like, seriously? I just did a proper noob thing. Anyway, so I'll go and check on this generator. This Nia jumps out the window. Peekaboo, motherfucker. And, yeah. So, as I said, the rest of these guys played generally well, and I felt after reflecting back on it, if that Jake, even if that Jake did die, it still would have been a chase. It still would have been a few seconds of distraction while these other guys got shit done, right? And, you know, it just seems a little bit unfair, because at the end of the day, I didn't do anything wrong. I did not tunnel. And it just makes me laugh how people just accuse you for the dumbest shit. And Meg made this. I only just turned into Shroud, but she must have heard my terror radius while she was running towards the hook. I mean, I wasn't too sure why Meg did that. I did only just Shroud though, so at that point I was like, yeah, no, not this time. And then I make another questionable play. I was like, there's 2 people in the hook. She's fully healed. You know what? Screw it. At this point, I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for this. I just really wanted to mark someone, but it was taking ages to mark someone. And I was like, oh, God, I'll just chase her then. Whatever. Alright, waste the pallet. I don't go back on myself because I really thought she was going to go up the stairs. But she didn't. She went balls deep, and I was like, alright, fair enough. But she didn't get enough time to save the Nia. I get a stack. Happy days. Borrow time or not, I still get another stack. So, I got 7 stacks on my save the best to last. I'm going to go for the Fang. And, like I said, these guys did generally play okay. I did not play that well. I mean, I got a couple of, you know, smart hits there and then, but generally I could have played much better. And it's a shame because this Fang, props to the Fang, she played really well. And this Meg was also pretty funny, and you'll see later on at the end of the video, because I got obviously the salty message, which you'll see, but I also got a nice message off the Meg actually, so it was really nice. So the Fang goes down. I'm really surprised that Ghostface doesn't cut his hand when he does that. I go and check around the area because I forgot that it was the Nier that blinded me, not the Meg. And so I was just quickly looking, and then to be fair, I was like, screw it, let's just hook her. You know, I'm not really gonna sweat for the 4K. So I do that. So yeah, props to this thing. And the Nier did a fantastic flashlight. I know I said, oh fuck off, but I really realised that she actually played that flashlight was actually really good. So the Meg pushes down the thing. I don't know if this was intentional, but she pushes it down for the attention. But I've got saved the best to last. I've got enough time to do that, baby. And then we finish this game off with a nice happy Mori. A nice happy yellow Mori. So yeah, that was the game, and say cheese, Meg. Beautiful. But yeah, that was the game, and I really think they could have won it if that Jake didn't rage quit like a little baby. So anyway guys, that's the end of the video, but the salty messages will come very shortly. But don't forget to smack that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share this out. Liking, subscribing and sharing is always helpful for the channel. And what do you guys think about DCing and this match? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, hopefully I'll make an episode 3 if I find any more salty people. But until then guys, I hope you'll have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!